Yeah, hello and welcome back to today's course. Today we'll be looking at what we call the stateful and the stateless widget and the difference between the both of them. Now, before we do anything, we have I'm going to save this. I'm going to create a container. I'm going to put the alignment to the alignment dot center. Now, inside the container, I'm going to have a child. I want to add more, so I'm going to add a column. Now the column is going to take some children, so inside the children I'm going to have the first one I need is a text, and I'm going to put a text inside there, and I'm going to say hello world. Now the next thing I'm going to do in there is to put in what's it called, a an elevated button. So I'm going to look for elevated button. So this one, as you can see, it has an unpressed and a child. So for the unpressed, I said we're going to put in something like this. Then for the child, we're going to put a text now. And just put click me. So we're going to have these two buttons. And what we're trying to do is that we want to click on this button and we want to change the value of hello world to my name, if you understand what I'm trying to say. Now we are using a stateless widget, and a stateless widget cannot change. It is not supposed to change because the stateless widget cannot change. The information on the stateless widget is fixed. So once it has rendered on the page, you can't change the document. So instead of having this hello world like we had coded it inside here, I'm going to create a variable up here. I can create a variable up here. It could be anywhere, but I'm going to create a variable you call up here. I can just say const. Let's use const text is equals to hello world. Now, instead of using const, I'm going to use the string. So it says can define constructor of class with non-final fit. So I'm going to make it final string. So it means this is going to be the final. This is going to be the final value. So instead of having what's it called here, hello world here, I'm going to put in what's it called, text here. So this text here is referring to this text in here. So you're going to get that hello world. So once I save it now and we hot restart, you can see it has changed it by putting hello world hi, and I hot restart. You're going to see the let me just hot reload. Okay, you can see we have the hello world hi there. Now I want to put this in the center, so I'm going to come to the container. I'm going to put in some height to the height we use, which is the media query of context. I'm going to put the width, which is the width I'm going to use, and this is going to work. I can center it if I want, but I don't want such situations. So let me just restart this. Yeah. So we have these two. So for me to put this one in the center, so I'm going to try using the cross-axis alignment. So inside the column, so this is the column, we have the children. So let me just break it down. So inside the column, we have the children. Then on top of it, I can just put in cross-axis alignment. So cross axis alignment dot center. So I just want it to be in the center. I think cross axis alignment is like this, so that wouldn't work. So I'm going to try main axis alignment. So I'm going to remove this. I'll just leave it there, just main axis alignment. So I can say main in axis alignment dot center. So this should put it in the center. So now what I want to do is that when I click on this, click me. Let me remove this hello with height to just hello world. I want to set the state of the what's it called, the application. So let me just make this one here. Yeah, I want to change the value of this guy here to hello Victor. Instead of hello world, I want to change it to hello Victor. So immediately as I click on this, I want to change it to hello Victor instead of hello world. Now I have the variable up here called final string text. So we have an elevated button here, and I said when we want to do that, we come in here, we click enter, then we're going to say text is equals to, now we're using final, which is not going to change. Press text is equals to, so let's just try. Text is equals to hello Victor. So if you come in here, it says text can't be used as a setup because it's final. So we need to change this final string to something that is going to work. So let me just say dynamic. So we have this const hub, and that's why we're having that error. So let me just put it as okay. So I had to remove the, what is it called, the const, because we use const, and const cannot change. Anything inside the string, inside the app shouldn't change. So let me format the document very well so that we can have something. So we have my app. You can remove the const there so that we can have this string text is equals to hello world. So now when I come in here, I can say text is equals to hello Victor, and I can print the text. Now, what I just did was that I created a variable to store this text here. Now look at where I'm storing it, which is above the override. You can do it there. So why it's good is because when you want to change the value, you can have access to use it all over the the scope of the application. So once I save now and I hot restart, I'm going to bring out the debug so that we can see it here. So I'm going to click in here. You can see we're having hello Victor, but it's not changing here to hello world, and that's because this is a stateless widget. You won't see it. It has changed before, as you can see. We're having hello Victor, but it's not going to change here. So we need to convert this widget to a stateful widget. We need to convert it to a stateful widget. How do we do that? We'll come and click on this top here. We're going to right click. We're going to click on refactor. I'm going to click on convert to a stateful widget. So once I click on it, it has converted it to a stateful widget. So I'm going to save it. Now I'm going to restart the application. So restarting is good because you have to load back the application inside. So if I come in here and I still click on it, we're having hello Victor, but it's not still changing here. It's not changing here. Now, how can we now change it on the screen? Now, in here, if you notice, we just said text is equals to Victor. That's what brings us to the next thing, which is called set state. Set state. Now, set state is going to let you change the content, not only in the application, in the debug console, but you're going to change it on the screen. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to write in set state. Now this is set state, and I'm going to carry all of these. And I will save it. Now I'm going to restart the application again, and we're going to have hello world here. But immediately as I click me, we're going to have hello Victor. That's how it works. That's how it works when it comes to creating an application like that. So Basically, you can see how we work on the on state set state. So this is a kind of recap on how we use the set state. So if you're surely available on the tutorial live class, I would have gone through explaining all of these. But if you don't understand what has been going on here, you just have to go through the video, look through the handouts, and understand what is going on. So set state means to change the state of the application, and it only works for stateful widgets. It only works for stateful widgets. So just like that. So that's how it works here. So now, what if we don't want to where is the text? We don't want all the texts. We don't want to copy everything that's inside the text. Maybe we just want the word here. So maybe we just want the kind of the word here. Then we want to like have hello world. Now you can come to this text here and you can use a single quotation, then put the shift and the dollar sign, then you can put in the hello first, then put in space, then put the shift and the dollar sign, and put the name of your variable. So the name of the variable that we want to refer to is where is it? Text. So you can copy this text and come down here and just paste it here. And so now if you notice that the color of the text has changed. So what we are practically doing is taking hello and we are referencing the text. So now instead of hello dollar sign text, we're going to have hello world. So if I save this now and I reload, so we're saying you're going to have where is it? Kind of reload. Okay. Sorry, I made a mistake. It's not supposed to be here. It's supposed to be in here, this place, not in this text. I mean, sorry about that. So inside the quotation, yeah, like this. So I'm going to remove this one. So we're going to change the text from world to just Victor. So let me save. Let me alt restart. Now, as you can see, we're having hello world. So you can use this to make a statement or a sentence. So you see we're having the hello world. But immediately as I click it, it changed from hello world to hello Victor. It works the same. Now, before we call this a day, I'm going to do one more application from the scratch. I'm just going to remove all of this from the container. And the work of this application is to increase the number of what's it called. Once we click on the button, we're going to add one more number. We're going to increase the value. So what I'm going to do is I want to have a text and a button here. A text and a button. So let's do this. So in short, let's just have let's only have a button, and inside the button we're going to have the what's it called. We're going to have the text. So immediately as I'm clicking the button, the number on the button is increasing. So I'm going to have a body. Inside the body, I'm going to use a center. Yeah. Now I've told you the work of the center is to put something in the center, and I'm going to use an elevated button. So elevated button. So something like this. It takes a child, and I can put a text. Now inside the text, I want so let me just shift and F. So let me right click. Let me format the document. So now we have the first value is the child, as you can see it here. Now the second value you want is the unpressed. It is very important to have the unpressed. So we're going to have something like this. Now I'm going to create. We want to change the value. So I'm going to create a string, not a text. I'll call it num, and I'm going to make it not a string. I'm going to make it an integer. Int num is equals to, so let's make it 0. Now I'm going to put it here. click me to increase EASE, and I'm going to put the $sign, I'm going to put the num. So click me to increase. So, but I'm going to have a 0 first. So let's hot reload. As you can see, click me to increase. There is a 0 there, but there is nothing to press here. So now what I want to do is anytime you click on this stuff, we want to set the state and we want to increase the value of num with 1. And I did it in the introduction to that programming language. So I'm going to use the set state like this, and I'm going to say num plus plus. So this is going to allow, when you are clicking on the button, the value of num is increasing. So once I come in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we're increasing the value of num. So that is how to work with elevated button and how to create a counter application. So I'll just come in here and I'll change my title to counter app. So I'm going to save it. You can see we have the counter app and I can increase the value. So we've looked at 2 applications now. We just made a bit of changes to it. So do not worry. You can decide to start afresh from this without using the navigation bar. It's up to you. So that's that for for today's class on setting the states and working with stateful and stateless widget. Now in the next video we'll be looking at how we can style a container, style a text, and do so much more. So yeah, welcome back, and today we'll be looking at how we can style a container and a text while working with widget. So I'm going to remove this child here all the way from the widget button, and I'm going to use a text. The text widget takes the first value a text widget takes is what you want on the text. So I'm going to save it and I'm going to put hello Victor. I'm going to save it here. Now you can see we have the hello Victor here. How do we style this text? Now the next property you can have is what we call style. And style takes so many things. You can have the text style. So there's another widget called text style. So once you put in the property style, you can say text style. Then the text style can have color. So I can have color, which is going to be colors.red. You can see the text color is going to change to red. We have font weight. So the font weight is going to take a font weight widget, and you can have font weight. So press the control and to tell you what you want the font weight to be. So we have the font weight dot bold, font weight dot normal, font weight. So when I say bold, so if you don't know what to actually press when you are working with properties, you can just press the control and space. It's going to give you the list of the things you can do. As you can see, we have font weight dot bold. So once I come to font weight dot 200, you see it's a little bit lighter. W500, a little bit lighter. So that's for font weight. So there's many things you can do when it comes to the styling. You can, like here now, I can put the windows and that. Sorry, control and space. Then you can see we have font weight, font size. Now, if you don't know what to put, you can just put space and dash. Control and space. And you can now see the kind of the font size you want, depending. So I think it takes a number. So let's see 330.0. Yeah, you can see it. So that takes a number. You can put 20.0, and you can take a smaller number. So depending on your own use case, you can work with all of these. So everything is under the style property for the text. So that's for text. Let's work with the containers now. So for container, which we did before, we have the height. Let's just put 40.0. We have the width. Let's put 40.0. So it's going to give us a box. We might not see it until we put a color. I will say colors dot red. Now, can you see the box in there? We can increase the padding. So the padding is, let me remove the center because we've talked about padding. So padding is space inside, margin is space outside. So I said padding, you can just say padding. Edge insert dot all, and I can put in 30.0. You see, you might not see it because we've just set the width and the height. So, but there's a space inside the the container. Except I'm going to have to put in. Sorry, I'm going to have to put in something inside. So we've done all of this. You've seen it in action. So I'm going to move that. So many properties like that. We'll not be going through all of them. It's just the basic that you need to understand when it comes to the styling of all of these. So that's that for this particular tutorial, and this is the end for day 3. Do remember to practice, take the assignments, work on most of these stuffs, and do not forget to submit those. Don't forget to follow me, like me, and subscribe on my channel. Also, don't forget to follow Nitida and King Plus on their on their various platforms. Thank you very much. My name is Victor, and I'm going to see you in the next video.